The devil, my friends, is in the details. You ever heard that? Devil is in the details. And the name and likeness rules, it's so funny. People we're in the same industry, but not on the same planet. Oh, the EA Sports bring back the football and the basketball games. They got rid of the college basketball game because it didn't sell. And my guess would be the college football game would sell early on and then wouldn't sell a ton. And what it sells on is when you put the players' names on after they've actually finished, and then they become big names, right? But whatever. So the NCAA's top policy-making group, Board of Governors, voted unanimously to permit students participating in athletics the opportunity to benefit from the use of their name and likeness in a manner consistent with the collegiate model. Wait, what? The statement did not provide specifics, but said changes to the NCAA rules in each of the three divisions could occur immediately as long as they occur within the principle of the guidelines that include, one, assuring student athletes are treated similarly to non-students unless a compelling reason exists to differentiate, and two, maintaining the priorities of education and collegiate experience to provide opportunities for student athlete success. In other words, look, all right, you want to be like any other student? Fine. As long as there's something we can hold you to that makes you want to still, you're not going to be an employee and collect a check and then have a decision whether or not you go to class or not. It took exactly, 5 minutes of that being tweeted out until Richard Burr, who's a senator in North Carolina, tweets out, if college athletes are going to make money off their likenesses while in school, their scholarships should be treated like income. I'll be introducing legislation that subjects scholarships given to athletes who choose to cash in on to income taxes. Oops. Remember that thing about people who hate to say, I told you so, and I'm not one of them? Guess what? I'm not one of them! I told you so! Oh, all these senators and the Republicans and Democrats, they've all pressured the NCAA. Yeah, you dopes. I'm old enough to remember when many states wouldn't allow a lottery in their state. We don't want gambling. Then suddenly, lotteries were everywhere. Why? Well, because we can make the money they make off the lotteries, they can give to schools. In other words, they can tax it. We're all old enough to remember when marijuana was the devil, right? It's the wacky tobacco. It's reefer. Then there was medical marijuana. Now it's legalized in just over half the states. Hey, why did they legalize it? So they can tax it. Same reason alcohol has been legal since Prohibition. So they can tax it. Cigarettes. Cigarettes kill more people than car accidents, right? I mean, cigarettes are kind of a bane on society. I mean, cigarettes are awesome unless you consider, yellow fingers, bad breath, yellow teeth, cancer, emphysema, heart disease, heart attack, coughing up a gray lung. Outside of that, you look really cool, right? Look cool. Why are they still legal? Duh. Tax the hell out of it. And college athletics operates within a bubble. Tax-free bubble. Right? And by the way, if you donate to college athletics, you get a tax benefit for it. So the money that they make, they redistribute to all the other Olympic sports and to the coaches and to the facilities and whatever, but they don't pay taxes on it. So they actually make money, even though they're getting less and less money from the state. We're talking about public schools. They're just good people. They realize college athletes need to be paid. Here's the thing: when you get paid, you get taxed. Dog. Right? Like LeBron James put out a statement like, hey, I don't know if you realize this, but if this goes through and they decide to tax all of the benefits you get as a college student athlete, who's going to pay that? Who's going to pay that? What college student athlete is going to pay taxes on the benefits they receive? Because in the real world, when you move across the country, like everybody thinks, like, what's your relocation? Like, oh, we'll give you $30,000 or $10,000 for corporate relo. You get taxed on that benefit. You get taxed on any benefit. Except when you're a college student athlete. Don't get taxed on it. So you mean to tell me that you think that they're going to allow student athletes to get paid for their name and likeness, represent Bob's car company, which of course they don't really have a value, right? There's not really a true value there. The values are all collectively, and then you become the official car supplier of Oklahoma Athletics or Michigan Athletics or whatever. But whatever, nominal, and maybe it's a substantial fee of money. You think they're going to allow to get paid? Like, you do know that people have gone to jail. Wesley Snipes went to jail, right, for not paying income taxes, right? Guys go to jail because they go to signing shows, they sign autographs, they get the money, they're like, man, I got all this money signing my autograph. Like, hey, Mr. Snipes, you got to pay taxes on that. Nah, man, I'm Wesley Snipes. Nah, man, you're in jail. Right? So, yeah, I don't hate to say I told you so. I told you so. And if they get to college athletic departments and make them have to pay taxes on the revenue that they generate, all of this discussion about, oh, the rights of the student athlete, and that it's over. It's all over. College athletics is over. Sure, I mean, like, you know, Bama and Michigan and Texas, they'll survive. But like the whole idea of the whole thing. And look, I'm not a Title IX guy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Title IX is perfect, right? That they just have equal opportunities for women as they should have for men when the men's sports make all the money. And I'm talking about really one, if not two, revenue generating sports. The rest are all Olympic sports. But there is a law in the books about it. And so you'll see college baseball and college wrestling, and eventually more women's sports start to go away, and it will hurt all the other college. And look, my whole thought, I'm not like anti-athlete, anti-player. I believe that the system benefits 99% of the student athletes, and a scholarship, and an athletic scholarship has provided more education dollars than anything outside of the GI Bill. And considering when you get the GI Bill, you have to go to work for the Army, Navy, or Air Force or Marines for 4 years, I think it's a much better trade than getting to play, get to play national TV and get the best training, et cetera, et cetera. If they start taxing college athletics, it's over. It's all over. And I don't hate to say I told you so, because I told you so. Hi, I'm Doug Gottlieb from Fox Sports Radio, and you need to subscribe to the Fox Sports Radio YouTube channel where you can hear and see me. Why not? Plus everybody else who's awesome here in Fox Sports Radio.